The following message is transmitted at the request of the New York City Police Department. At approximately 12:07 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time, a plane crashed into the One World Trade Center. It is believed to be an accident. It is advised that people who are in a 5-mile radius from the One World Trade Center evacuate. Stay tuned for further information. The following message is transmitted at the request of the New York City Police Department. At approximately 1:12 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time, a second plane crashed into the One World Trade Center. It is now believed to be intentional. The One World Trade Center has been severely damaged from the plane crashes and is now starting to collapse. It is advised that people who are 10 miles from the One World Trade Center to stay indoors, as the cloud of smoke caused by the collapse can have harmful effects and potentially kill anyone who breathes it. Seek shelter indoors now. The following message is transmitted at the request of the United States government. At approximately 1:39 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time, the One World Trade Center collapsed. At least 25,000 people died. Although the plane crashes that destroyed the One World Trade Center is believed to be intentional, it is unknown which organization was responsible for this. The collapse of the One World Trade Center has caused a huge smoke cloud to envelop most of New York City. The smoke cloud is now almost dissipated. Unfortunately, the emergency is not over. Many people in New York have reported to be infected with an unknown virus. The symptoms of the unknown virus are discolored skin, nausea, diarrhea, vomiting, fever, coughing, and extreme chest pain. It is unknown if the virus is deadly. There is no cure or treatment for this virus. If you are believed to be infected with this virus, stay indoors. Do not go outside, as the virus is very contagious and airborne. It is hypothesized that the planes that destroyed the One World Trade Center were carrying stocks of the unknown virus. When the One World Trade Center collapsed, the virus spread through the smoke cloud, and anyone who was exposed by the smoke cloud got infected with the virus. Strong winds have caused the airborne virus to travel and infect people in the state of New York and the Canadian city of Toronto.
An unknown virus that originated from the U.S. state of New York has reached Toronto. The symptoms of the unknown virus are discolored skin, nausea, diarrhea, vomiting, fever, coughing, and extreme chest pain. It is currently unknown if the virus is deadly. There is no treatment for this virus. If you are infected with this virus, stay indoors and don't go outside to avoid spreading the virus to others.
The following message is transmitted at the request of the United States government. An unknown virus has now infected about 15 million people in the state of New York and the Canadian city of Toronto.
مرحبا، الولايات المتحدة. أنا أسامة بن لادن زعيم القاعدة. ربما كنت تعتقد أنني ميت منذ عام 2011، لكنك ظننت خطأ. قتلت القوات البحريات جسدي مرتين، وليس أنا. منذ أن أعتقد الجميع أنني ميت، خطنا لشيء كبير للولايات المتحدة الأمريكية. لماذا نكره الولايات المتحدة؟ حسنا، على مدى سنوات قامت الولايات المتحدة بأشياء ضد الإسلام وتخلصت منه. أحد أسباب كرهنا للولايات المتحدة هو أن لديها قواتها العسكريات في شبه الجزيرة العربية، أقدس مكان للمسلمين، حيث يوجد ما يقرب من 2 مليار شخص في العالم اليوم. في الإسلام، الأشخاص الوحيدون المسموح لهم بدخول الجزيرة العربية هم المسلمون، ولا يمكن لغير المسلمين البقاء في شبه الجزيرة العربية. سبب آخر لكره الولايات المتحدة هو أنها خاضعة لليهود وتأييد الاحتلال الإسرائيلي لفلسطين وقتل الفلسطينيين الأبرياء. لهذه الأسباب أعلن الجهاد ضد الولايات المتحدة الأمريكية، لكننا سنعطي الولايات المتحدة الأمريكية فرصة لتخليص نفسها. في عام 2001 خطفنا عدة طائرات ودمرنا مركز التجارة العالمي وهاجمنا بنطاغون. لقد فعلنا هذا لتعليم الولايات المتحدة درسا. يبدو حتى يومنا هذا أن الولايات المتحدة لم تتعلم الدرس بعد. لذلك قررنا تدمير مركز التجارة العالمي بنفس الطريقة التي دمرنا بها مركز التجارة العالمي الأصلي، ولكن مع بعض المحاذير. كانت الطائرات التي دمرت مركز التجارة العالمي الوحيد بها مخزون من فيروس يسمى ذوفيد X31. إنه صليب متحور للعديد من الفيروسات القاتلة. الفيروس من صنع القاعدة، ثم تم تهريب مخزون الفيروس على الطائرتين. تم اختطاف هذه الطائرات ودمرة مركز التجارة العالمي الواحد. انتشر الفيروس عبر مدينة نيويورك مع سحابة الغبار التي عقبت انهيار مركز التجارة العالمي الواحد. بعد ذلك بوقت قصير انتشرت الرياح القوية الفيروس في جميع أنحاء ولاية نيويورك ومدينة تورنتو الكندية. نتيجة لذلك أصاب الذوفيد X31 حوالي 15 مليون شخص. سيقتل الفيروس كل هؤلاء الأمريكيين والكنديين الأبرياء في غضون 7 أيام. ما لم تحصل الولايات المتحدة على ترياق. فقط القاعدة لديها ترياق. لن تمنح القاعدة الولايات المتحدة ترياق إلا إذا قامت الولايات المتحدة بما يلي: 1. سحب كل القوات الأمريكية من شبه الجزيرة العربية. 2. الوقوف في وجه اليهود الأشرار ومساعدة الفلسطينيين الأبرياء. إطلاق 4 صواريخ نووية على الأقل على إسرائيل ليشعر اليهود بالألم الذي قدموه للفلسطينيين. لا تدمر القدس التي هي أيضا مكان مقدس للمسلمين. إذا قامت الولايات المتحدة بهذه الأشياء، فستحصل الأمة على الترياق حتى تتمكن من إنقاذ شعبها وأقرب حليف لها من ذوفيد X31. تذكر، لديك 7 أيام فقط للحصول على الترياق، وإلا سيموت 15 مليون شخص. لا تحاول أن تجدنا، فلن تجدنا قبل أن يموت شعبك بالفيروس. عندما يتم تربية المطالب، سيتم تسليم الترياق عبر سفينة شحن. سفينة الشحن مليئة بالمتفجرات. إذا هاجمت سفينة الشحن أو وجدت سفينة الشحن وحاولت سرقة الترياق قبل تربية المطالب، فسوف تنفجر السفينة والترياق. أمريكا، أنت ضعيف. القاعدة ستنتصر على أمريكا. الله أكبر.
The following message is transmitted at the request of the United States government. It has been confirmed that the COVID-31 virus outbreak in the state of New York and the Canadian city of Toronto that infected about 15 million people has been confirmed to be caused by an Al-Qaeda attack on the One World Trade Center. The planes that destroyed the One World Trade Center had stocks of the COVID-31 virus. The dust cloud and strong winds had spread the COVID-31 virus to the entire state of New York and the Canadian city of Toronto. COVID-31 is deadly and will kill anyone infected in 7 days. Al-Qaeda has the antidote for the virus but must meet the demands of the terror group by pulling out troops in Arabia and launching 4 nuclear missiles at Israel. As a desperate attempt to save Americans and people of its closest ally Canada, the demands of Al-Qaeda will be met as soon as possible.
American forces have officially withdrawn from the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia and all other countries in Arabia due to being forced to do so by a terrorist group. This leaves Saudi Arabia more vulnerable to attacks by Iran. The U.S. knew this, so the nation gave Saudi Arabia $100 million to spend on defense. Hopefully, Saudi Arabia will stay safe from Iran.
ערני, מדובר בהודעת חירום של צבא ההגנה לישראל. ארצות הברית שיגרה 4 טילים גרעיניים לעבר ישראל. אושר כי ארגון טרור בשם אל-קאעידה אילץ את ארצות הברית לשגר 4 טילים גרעיניים לעבר ישראל. הערים פתח תקווה, ראשון לציון, חיפה ותל אביב יותקפו בטילים גרעיניים. אם אתה גר בערים אלה, עליך לחפש מחסה בתוך הבית באופן מיידי. אסוף מזון ומים כדי להחזיק מעמד 14 ימים. אל תעזוב את המקלט שלך במשך 14 ימים. נשורת היא תוצר של פיצוצים גרעיניים. הנשורת היא קטלנית. אל תצא החוצה לפחות 14 ימים כדי למנוע נשורת. ההגנה האווירית של כיפת ברזל שתוכננה לירות טילים לפני הגעה למטרותיה אינה יכולה לשמש להפלת נשק גרעיני מכיוון שהיא רק תגרום לטיל הגרעיני להתפוצץ בטרם עת. היכונו ל3 ההשפעות של פיצוצים גרעיניים. אור קיצוני, חום ופיצוץ. פיצוצים גרעיניים קרובים. חפש מחסה עכשיו.
Alert. This is an emergency message from the Israeli Defense Force. The United States has launched 4 nuclear missiles at Israel. It has been confirmed that a terrorist group called Al-Qaeda has forced the U.S. to launch 4 nuclear missiles at Israel. The cities of Petah Tikva, Rishon LeZion, Haifa and Tel Aviv will be attacked with nuclear missiles. If you live in these cities, you must seek shelter indoors immediately. Collect food and water to last 14 days. Do not leave your shelter for 14 days. Fallout is a byproduct of nuclear explosions. Fallout is deadly. Do not go outside for at least 14 days to avoid fallout. The Iron Dome air defense that was designed to shoot missiles before reaching its targets cannot be used to shoot down nuclear weapons, as it will only cause the nuclear missile to detonate prematurely. Prepare for the 3 effects of nuclear explosions: extreme light, heat and blast. Nuclear explosions are imminent. Seek shelter now.
The following message is transmitted at the request of the United States government. The demands of Al-Qaeda have been met. A cargo ship carrying millions of Jovadex 31 antidotes have arrived at the port of New York and New Jersey. The antidotes have been collected by the U.S. and Canadian governments, and it is being administered to people who are infected with the Jovadex 31 virus for no cost. If you are infected with Jovadex 31, please go to the nearest hospital as soon as possible and get the antidote. People who are infected with the Jovadex 31 virus will die unless they are given the antidote. A small GPS tracker has been secretly installed on the cargo ship so the cargo ship can lead the U.S. military to any Al-Qaeda bases. The following message is transmitted at the request of the United States government. The Jovadex 31 virus has been eradicated and most people who got infected with the Jovadex 31 virus have been cured. The cargo ship that delivered the Jovadex 31 antidote has been tracked by a GPS tracker and has led the U.S. military to an Al-Qaeda base in Yemen. U.S. spy drones have scouted the base and have spotted Osama bin Laden living in the base. Soon the base will be destroyed and Osama bin Laden will be killed by the drone strike. The following message is transmitted at the request of the United States government. Osama bin Laden as well as about 2,000 Al-Qaeda operatives have been killed by drone strike at the Al-Qaeda base. This emergency is now over. Repeating, this emergency is now over. However, the destruction of the One World Trade Center has caused damage to many buildings and roads. It will take months to rebuild the damage. Please stand by for a message from the representative of the President of the United States.
Good evening. Tonight, I can report to the American people and to the world that Osama bin Laden was killed in a drone strike. In 2011 we thought that bin Laden was killed by Navy SEALs. Unfortunately, the US military was oblivious that bin Laden was still alive and only his body double was killed. For years, bin Laden was planning an attack so evil and deadly that the US could not have been prepared for. As a result, thousands of Americans died. This is the most deadly attack on US soil. This attack has caused people to have lost their loved ones, never being able to see them again, and made many children grow up without their mother, fathers, or both. This attack has created a huge hole in the hearts of the American people. Fortunately, because of this event, the American people have set aside their differences and united together to be stronger. Everything that was destroyed will be rebuilt many times over. Although American freedom might have been attacked, it will not be destroyed. In a matter of fact, the United States will be even stronger than it was ever before.
Screw Osama bin